What's up, guys? Lilbud701 here, coming at you with a monk guide. I myself don't play a monk, so I got my buddy Jake Babe coming in hot, letting you know what's up with the monk. Jake, take it away.
Dwabi Jake Babe here. Okay, so first we can go through the gear. Obviously, we got the details here. Some points here: 45.5% crit hit chance, 454% crit hit damage, dodge chance 62%. And now, of course, the weapons. You got the 130% crit hit damage in both. So you got a dual wield, so you have that. And I got the ring. Gives me these set bonuses. It's pretty key.
Where do you find that ring at, man?
Act 1 bounties. The chest from the end after you complete all 3 bounties.
All 5?
All 5 bounties, yeah. And then it took me 15 hours to farm that one, actually.
All of you got pretty lucky, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, it took them like an hour. Some people joined me and got it like immediately. But okay, so we got the got the weapons here, and then the set bonuses on these two. Been trying to get better ones. These are pretty good. These boots are pretty good. Obviously, I have the 3 set bonus, even though I have 2 pieces because of that ring. The pants, I wanted crippling wave damage, but I got armor. Obviously, I have Inna's. These are old ones. This one's really good. Like, I can't replace this belt. It's got crip wave damage. I have the 4 set, obviously, because I have 3 pieces here. The chest, kind of good. Helm, awful. It needs crit. Doesn't have crit. But it gives me the 4 set. And obviously, use the topaz for magic find. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, it doesn't really matter. These shoulders are best in slot, though, because they have chance on hit to blow up. I mean, that's perfect for a monk, because you pull everyone to you, and they just hit you. So, yeah. I mean, problem is, doesn't work when you're dodging, but, 40% of the attack skill, dodge chance only 62%, so I was going to get hit once or twice. And then the gloves, obviously I use fire skills, so Mage Fist, do fire skill damage base, and so I'll get more on that later. And I got fire skills on the bracer too, 20%. And I wish I had it on the neck. The neck doesn't have it. I have some stun stuff though. If you notice, when I stun someone, I summon clones. When I stun people, they take less damage, or I take less damage. My weapon, actually, the smite, stuns people, so that works. I believe that's covered all my gear here. Obviously, you got Laeric Signet here. It's the last piece. 26% bonus experience. Kind of explains itself. And now we're going to talents, well, spells, skills here. Tripling Wave, my favorite generator. All the generators, I don't like Deadly Reach. I'm going to say it plain. Deadly Reach is not good. Fists of Thunder, bad. Wave of 100 Fists, actually pretty good. If you use physical, I do Wave 100 Fists. But Crippling Wave does 143%. And a cone in front of you, it's really good for AoE. And third hit slows movement speed and attack speed of the enemies. So you put on the Mangle for 216% weapon damage, which is actually really high. And it turns to fire. And so that paves the way for Sweeping Wind. Normally people like Cyclone or Blade Storm just because they're more damage. But since I use fire skills, which I showed you on my Mage Fist, I have 15%, and on my braces I got 20%, so that's 35% more damage from fire skills. So of course I switched to Sweeping Wind with the Firestorm, increase the vortex or the radius. Probably not the best one, but it's fire, so it's better because I have fire skill damage. And now I don't use the fire one for this one because it takes away the effect. The whole effect of Exploding Palm is that when enemy dies when bleeding, it explodes, dealing 50% of his maximum health as physical damage on nearby enemies, which is really good. And the fire rune takes that away. So I use the flesh is weak, because 20% extra additional damage taken is really good. So you just put on everyone, and then the first person that dies blows up, and everyone blows up. And that's kind of my spender. I mean, you also got every monk should have this ability. Cyclone Strike with Implosion. You gotta increase the range. The rest of these are just, I mean, no one uses this spell to deal damage, I don't think. It's not really that good, even with the fire. I mean, that's a lot of damage, yeah. But the whole point is to pull them in. And, that's what Implosion's all about. That's what the whole monk build is about. You pull them in, and you drop Inner Sanctuary with Forbidden Palace. This is really good because it slows them, it keeps them in. And I think that's... Inner Sanctuary is a great cooldown. Less damage taken, more damage taken from the enemies. So, and then I've covered all those. Now my mantra. I don't normally use Mantra of Healing, but as you can see down here, I have all the mantras active because I have in as the 4-set bonus. So that means I get to choose. I mean, okay, look, you got the passive skills right with Unity here. Unity doesn't work with the 4-set of Innas. So you have to have a mantra active that is used on your teammates, because otherwise Unity won't activate, and I'd have to switch to something like Resolve would be my other choice. Of course, you can see the ones I've got right now. These are all pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I need to explain that these are really good defensive ones. I'm sure if you played the monk, these are all pretty solid. And so when you have Inna's 4-piece, I'd say you take Mantra of Healing with Time of Need for 20% all resist. Increases your all resist just by 20%. So I'm up at like 1400 all resist. Now, normally, Inna's 4-piece is not, it's gonna be like 1% of monks that have that. So what I'd say normally is if you're gonna run Unity, I'd take Evasion with Hard Target. That's probably your best defensive, and that'll keep you alive and give you, you can blow it for an extra, 17% dodge. But if you don't run Unity, this is a big one. Mantra of Conviction with Dishearten. Now, when you pull people in, the problem is they like to run away. When you pull someone in, you have Mantra of Conviction with Dishearten. They stay in. They don't get to leave. Inner Sanctuary, of course, you got the slow on that with Forbidden Palace, but that's not enough. Conviction with Dishearten is a great one, but Mantra of Healing, if you have Inna's 4-piece, is good because you have all the mantras active, and the base effect of Mantra of Healing is, in my opinion, the worst. So, but it's got the best use for 47k shield, and I really like that. And with the 20% all resist, that keeps my toughness up at, of course, 18.4 million here, and that's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good though. The 47k shield, you blow it when you're about to take damage, and yeah, you have a fair amount of toughness, fair amount of tricks. You can't really get out of anything with this build though. So you might want to get the illusionary boots from Act 2 bounties, lets you move through people, so you can actually get out when you pull people in. That's the main problem. When you pull people in, you're kind of stuck in there. So you got to have a way to escape, and that's the only way to escape that you can, unless you choose Dashing Strike.
Yeah. It looks like the monk, man, is a pretty viable class. Looks like everything is going good. I hope you guys enjoyed the guide. I hope you guys thought it was pretty insightful. Let us know in the comments below if you got any variation of this. Obviously, things are, changing here and there, and you can always change up a couple of the moves.
Yeah.
If you think so. I mean, if you're lightning based, change them to lightning. If you're fire based, do that.
Yeah, I got fire here. I mean, this is known as the vacuum monk. That's what people call it in general chat. But essentially, any monk with implosion, cyclone strike with got the wrong. Oh yeah, I got the rune on it. Yeah, cyclone strike with implosion. You just call yourself a vacuum monk. 'Cause that's all you do. You just group things up.
Yeah. Monks are going to be out front. Monks are incredible tanking classes. You got a lot of passives that are going to be...
Got a lot of dodge.
So you pull everybody up, you bring everybody together, and you just keep the group moving. I mean, that's what Babe does with us constantly, is keeping the group moving. So, hope you guys thought this was insightful. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like it. Make sure to comment. And everybody, you know what's up. Deuces.